Hey guys, it's Paul. Hey, I wanted to put something out about tongue blocking. It's not something that I've talked about yet. I maybe have touched on it a little bit in one of my other, sorry I'm adjusting, videos, but it's a pretty important technique. A couple things. If you're just first starting to learn or you want to learn how to tongue block, I got a couple tips I'm hoping will help. One of the biggest complaints that I hear, one of the biggest things that I hear from people who are first, players who are first starting to tongue block is, I can't find my way around. I don't know how to feel my way around because you can't see what's going on. And it's not unlike learning the lip pursing when you're first trying to figure out where you are and all this kind of. It's not unlike that. In fact, to me, in my eyes, in my opinion, I think it might be a little bit easier because you're using your tongue as a guide, or you can learn to use your tongue as a guide. Here's a tip. The first tine, okay? This is a Key C harmonica, by the way. First tine. When I first started learning, I took the tip of my tongue, and I placed it on that first tine, okay? And you can use this piece of wood here as a guide to kind of get you there if you're having a hard time with that even. Like that. And just slide it over till you feel that first tine. Once that first tine is in the middle of your tongue, bring the harmonica into your mouth and then play the three blow out of your right side, okay? Alright, so that's what you want, ultimately, to start. Once you get that, and you're comfortable with it, three draw. Alright? Once you get that, then what you want to do is you want that four blow. Okay? So, but first, before we get into that, when you first start, you're going to probably hear the four blow kind of sneaking in a little bit, or maybe even the five, depending on how wide your embouchure is. What you want to do is make minor adjustments, tighten it up a little bit, keep your tongue on that tine. The tongue isn't the problem. This part of your mouth is the problem. It's kind of creeping out as too wide. So bring that in, okay? Bring it in, shore it up a little bit until you only hear the three blow. Now you know what the three blow sounds like. That's the only one you want to hear. So if you hear this, you see how that works? What you want to do is make minor adjustments to your embouchure to get that one hole. Okay? Once you have the three blow, now what you're going to do is you're going to go after that four blow and make minor adjustments on that right side, widening it. Once you hear the four blow, then you're going to make a minor adjustment with your tongue. You're going to flatten your tongue out a little bit, relaxed, not too hard. You don't want your tongue slammed against the comb, or you don't need to apply that much pressure. You don't want to be playing tight. Okay, so make minor adjustment with your tongue to the right a little bit until all you hear is the four blow. Once you have the four blow, and then you're going to practice the four blow and the four draw, just like that thing that I was talking about with the two draw. Alright, so you're going to practice that way until you're comfortable with that feel. You practice that one note. Work the note. Do it a couple minutes a day. Come out to the garage or into your man cave or into your practice space or whatever. Woodshed. That's a good word for it. Go to your woodshed. Practice that one note a couple minutes a day, and it will really, really help. Once you get that one note, now what you're going to do is you're going to move to the major scale. you could hear some little bits of note coming in, other notes. What you want is to eliminate that, get rid of that. So you're going to play the scale very slow and deliberate, practice moving from one note to another. If you get confused or if you get lost, now you go back to your base of operations, which is that 4 blow, right? All right? Work it up and then work it down. All right? And then you can get into exercises and all the rest of that stuff that helps with your mobility. All right? That's all tongue blocked. So there are some who say that you can't move quickly, or that it's a slower way of playing, and you know, to some degree maybe there are some things that I think personally with the tongue block and with the lip purse, there are things that you can and can't do with both. Okay, but I do believe that you can gain speed doing the tongue blocking. Just by practicing slow and deliberate on these scale forms and things like that first, getting those clean, clear notes, getting used to the armature, and then doing those exercises. Okay, so to start with, that was the thing I started with. The other thing that I did was I did some research, and I found, I actually found David Barrett's site. David Barrett, bluesharmonica.com. $16 a month, and great resource for tongue blocking. I found it was a wonderful resource, so I'm going to plug that website here, and say that if tongue blocking is something that you're serious about and you really want to learn, that is a great place to go. Okay, study songs. They teach you the techniques. Some of the techniques with tongue blocking. Octaves. There's some splits in there and some octaves. Tongue slaps. All right, so you got the tongue slaps, tongue flutters. All right. So you got the tongue flutters, splits, the tongue slaps, pulls. So you got pulls, tongue slaps, flutters, splits, octaves. There's all kinds of things that you can do with the tongue block, armature. Boogie woogies. All right, so there I was doing a little both. All right. All right, so that's all lip purse, but this part, Bob Corder, there's another guy tongue blocking. I've actually gotten a chance to jam with him a couple times, and boy, that guy can play, man. He's a great tongue blocker. Mitch Kashmar, there's another one. Bending, you can bend. Tongue block bending. When I tongue block down below too, I tongue switch. So I'm not going to get into that right now because it's something that you don't. I'm just not going to get into it because I may confuse somebody. But boy, that's terrible. I got to slow down. That's all tongue blocked. So I'm bending those notes tongue blocked. That's all tongue blocked. So you can bend down below tongue block. It's just a matter of learning how to just working with it. The clean, clear single notes first, mobility first. Get that, and then you're going to learn to bend tongue blocked the same way you did the other way if you're bending right now. So the place that I find is the hardest is on the top for tongue blocking. I'm having a tough time with that, but I'm getting there. So it's just one of those things. It's a process. Anyway, I hope that this helped. I hope that some of these tips helped. Mostly what I really wanted to do was help those who are first learning how to tongue block to be able to find the notes and give a couple of ways that you can actually work it into your playing by doing the scales and things like that. And then kind of give an example of some of the things that you can do with the tongue block embouchure. Don't be afraid of it. Just get out there and do it. That's what I did. And it was one of those things I found it a little intimidating at first, but after you kind of get into it and you work with it and just be persistent, you'll get it. On chromatic, that's all I do is tongue block. I don't even know how people play a chromatic any other way. I mean, there's some guys out there like Toots Thielmans and Stevie Wonder. Obviously, everybody knows who those guys are, and from what I understand, they're lip pursers on chromatic. I don't know how they're doing. I don't know how they do it. But anyway, the tongue block is a great embouchure. I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope this helped. If there's anything that I can do to help anybody, or if you have any questions, please let me know. And let's have some fun, okay? So take care, guys. All right, bye.